Dealing with guilt and shame in recovery. By the time an individual gets to treatment and they are working on their sobriety and they want to be in recovery, the first thing that they need to do is really work with the medical professionals and the clinical professionals to help get the drugs out of their system, and that's what we call detoxing or withdrawal. And once that process has taken place, which is generally between a week or two, then what you're left with is somebody who's now dealing with a lot of emotions that they have to look at, that they probably either stuffed down or were just not aware of while they were in active addiction. So what that looks like oftentimes is kind of coming up for air and recognizing in the sober light of day some things they may have done or said, or behaviors, or perhaps criminal acts and things that make them suffer with a lot of feelings of guilt and shame. So what's very important in addiction recovery is to provide a space for that individual to be able to speak about the things that are weighing heavily on their mind, and to also work through the feelings of guilt and shame. And one of the wonderful things about coming into a treatment facility is you're now with a load of other people who are going through some very similar experiences. And there's something very powerful about being in a group treatment milieu where you're around other people who, even if their story is not exactly the same, they can relate in many different ways. And there's a lot of healing that can take place when you're able to verbalize those feelings that have been buried for so long.